Hey, hi everyone. So in this session we will see about what are software myths. Okay. So I basically feel that you must be having an idea that what is a myth, but still I would like to explain you. Okay. So first we will see what is mean by myth. Okay. So myth is something, okay, a widely held but false belief or idea. So myth is like everyone knows about this, okay, but that idea doesn't works. Everybody says that okay, so you can do this and then you can get the good results, okay, but still it can be a false or a bad idea, right? So what is a software myth now? Some ideas regarding software, okay, which can be applied, okay, but still you can say that they might be false or they may go wrong sometimes, right? So these are called as what? Software myth, right? So according to Pressman, he describes myth, okay, software myths as a number of common beliefs, okay, that software managers, customers and developers believe falsely. Okay, so there are some ideas, okay, widely held, but still they are false or falsely believed. Okay, so he describes these myths as misleading attitudes that have caused serious problems, right? So there are some software myths, okay, so which are really applicable and still, okay, they are not a good idea, you can say, right? So let us see them one by one. Okay, so the first one is a management myth, right? So one myth is that we have already a book full of standards and procedures for building softwares. Okay, so isn't that enough? So it says that there are a lot of books which gives us about the standards, okay, and the procedures during the software development. But what is the fact? What is the reality? Although a standard operating procedure book is available, okay, it is hardly used and adapted. So what does it mean? If you have a standardized book, right? There is a standardized book, if you say, but how many of them are really going to use or follow the standards during the development procedure? Are you getting? So this is one of the management myth. Okay, so another management myth is if we get behind schedule, we can add up more programmers and catch up. So what does it say? If the project is running out of the schedule, what we can do, we can organize more number of programmers and really try to complete the project in the given time. But what is the fact? Is it possible? Okay, the fact is that new programmers must be trained, right? And you can say that there's no time for training the new employees and appointing the new employees, right? So this is one of the problems. So what is another problem? What is another myth? If we outsource the software project to the third party, we can relax. Sometime we can take a project for the development and we can give our project for the third party to continue with the development. But what is the problem here? What is the reality? The project is, if we are unable to complete this project in the given time, how can we trust the third party to get it completed within the given time? So is it really challenging or is it really worthy to give the project to the third party? So this is also not possible, what we can say. So this is also one of the problem when it comes to the management myth, right? Now, there are also some another kind of problems or myths when it comes to customers. So what is first one? See, a general statement of objectives. Okay, we can see that a general, see this one, that is customer myths. Okay, so a general statement of objectives is sufficient to begin writing programs and details can be filled later. So what does it means? Okay, what does it mean? A general statement of objectives is sufficient. Okay, so they say here that when we go for the development of a software, initially we collect the information from the user, that how the user wants a software to be developed, and depending on these development also we can start developing the software. But what is the reality? if we start developing a software on the minimum requirements, it may create a problem at the next stages. Why? If we fail to collect the proper requirement and adequate requirement during the software development's initial stage, it may create a problem, okay, when we go to the other stages, right? So what does it means? It is very important to collect the proper kind of information during the project development, right? So what is the second myth? So let us see the second one. So that is, project requirements change continually, but changes can be accommodated easily because the software is flexible. So what we say here, when we want to develop a software, okay, initially we get the requirement, okay, but we cannot say that these requirements are going to be fixed during the lifetime. Requirements always keeps on changing, right? So how to adapt to these changing requirements? What is the solution for this? The solution is that if we start working with the correct information at the earlier stages, then at the end also sometimes we can adopt the changes, or we can update the software if the software is built correctly. Are you getting that? Okay, see what is reality. The earlier the changes are made, it is better, because changes in later stages of the software development will cost a lot of effort, time and resources. Okay, so it means that when you are developing a project, right, so the information plays a very major role, right? Okay, right. So next one is all about what? Practitioner's myth. That is, this myth is all about the one who is going to use the project, right? What we feel here, once if the program is written, okay, and once if the software is deployed, then it depends upon the one who is going to use this software, right? But it is not true. More effort is required to maintain the software when it is delivered to the one who is going to use it, right? So another problem is that until I get, okay, the program running, there is no way of accessing its quality. What it means, okay? So so the reality is that software can be reviewed, okay, early phases during the requirement. So what it means, okay, when I start using the software, right, when I start using the software, some problems, okay, may arise once when I start utilizing it. So all the problems cannot be accommodated at the initial stages. Sometimes after reviewing only I will come to know about the problems. So this is all about the software myths. Okay, so software myths are nothing but what? Some, okay, facts that are to be believed, okay, but still sometimes it is very difficult, right? So these are some myths, or these are some problems, okay, which may arise during the software development, right? So students, please go through all these myths, that is management myths, customer myths, okay, and practitioner myths, okay. So I will be uploading all these notes in your Google class. So please go through software engineering Google code and just download all the notes from there. Okay, so till then go through this and see you in the next session. Bye bye.